This is the Nerdy Old Men Podcast, recognized by City View Magazine as best of the best in podcasts. And here are your hosts, the Old Bald Man Chad and Redneck Wes. Wes,
Good morning.
your spawner in here.
Yes, they are.
What do we got going on today, buddy?
We got something a little different. We've got Kaylee with us today.
Yes.
She's been a regular on the show.
The other daughter is over there holding the door.
Yeah, she's holding the door there. She's afraid to be on.
Well, I would be too.
Well, yeah.
I'm only here because you make me.
Well, yesterday.
Yesterday?
Yesterday.
Okay.
That was like day before.
For those of you not in the South, that means the day before today.
Yes.
So go ahead.
Like I said, yesterday. Someone was jumping up and down wanting to be on the podcast, and I said, well, we'll see. And she kind of figured that it wouldn't happen, and then this morning I'm like, get up here on the podcast.
Yes. Well, she is wearing a one of our shirts.
Yes.
What animal is this on your shirt again?
It's an axolotl.
It's an axolotl,
Not to
and
be
it's.
confused with a bearded dragon salamander.
Is it drinking a
Yeah.
boba tea?
Yes.
Is that? Oh,
Yes, he
yeah,
is.
that's fantastic. That is fantastic. All right, well, let's before we get into to what she's got for us today, we what do we have on the news front for us?
Well, I know a story that we are working on.
Yes, go ahead, Wes. Talk to us about that.
Diamond Comics has declared bankruptcy.
And I know there's rejoicing out there among our retailer friends.
Yes, some. We're working on getting some statements.
We have gotten some statements so far, and so the next episode we're going to dive into that a little bit.
Yeah, but that's one of those ones. It's like an onion. There's a lot of layers.
Well,
to that one.
it's directly affected those in the retail industry for not just comics, but like statues and some other things that they sell. And if you talk to some retailers, they've not been very happy.
No.
I've gotten one statement that is absolutely full of venom and vile. So I was really happy to get that one. So I'm waiting on a couple more, and we'll do that.
But that's kind of the big thing that's, I know, in the nerd world at the moment. But we will be reporting on that.
Yes.
I think it'll be interesting because we've got a lot of friends that actually have comic book stores and these
so
different shops, and
we're
it's
going
like
to talk to them about
they
that.
are affected by this. So get that. So that should be an interesting topic.
Yep.
Topic.
Toy boat.
Topic.
So we're going to talk about that. We're also going to next episode we're going to talk some more about the new things coming out and talk the Master of the Universe movie.
Yes,
a few other things. So we're gonna get into that. So
we've
don't
been
know
working hard for you.
Don't know
We're
if
trying to
that,
get some stuff
don't know if
lined
that's going to
out.
be in 2 weeks or maybe next week. We'll just have to see how our personal time goes. But
Yeah, 'cause the weather has been a little
it's
chaotic
kind
here in East Tennessee.
messed us up, and we really don't like doing this remotely because it just doesn't flow right for us doing the YouTube stuff now. So
Yeah.
that's kind of what we're doing with that. But I got my printer working again.
Yay.
Which I just returned it to Amazon. They sent me another one, so it's all good. I just got a dud. And
sometimes they break up.
Yep. And so now I bought I bought 10 rolls of black PLA. And it's not taking that much, but I like black to do stuff because it's just a good base color to do stuff. So I thought I'm going to build a big prop, and I'm in the process of
in the process of building a big prop.
a Death Watch Warhammer from 40K.
That's just to smack the
so the head
kids
is
around.
the head's like that big,
Like
right?
get out of line, right?
Yeah, so you can get a wood dowel rod or a PVC pipe. I'm gonna probably get a dowel rod just so I can stain it and make it look nice. But working with that, so I'm learning how to split models and add
slice them up and
add connectors to them, which is great in this Flash Forge. Whatever it is I'm using. Anyway,
that
thing over there. I don't know what is it called. Let's see. It's Flash Forge. It's specially made for them. Orca Slasher for Flash Forge. And it's probably the same for everything. But
you can pretty much use Orca on anything.
so I'm doing that, and just in case Toby, my dog, comes through the door, we have the holy hand grenade of Antioch.
Three shall be the number, and the number shall be 3.
Correct, and we may have to pull the pin and toss it out there if need be. So that's something else I've been doing. So I've obviously,
well, I mean, it that's the thing with 3D printers is you can do whatever. I saw someone at work. He works in the Starbucks, and he comes up and he's got a little Donald Trump head that goes on the straws.
Oh, that's funny.
And one of the girls that works as a barista there, she made it, and he's like, "You gotta check this out." Of course I see it, and I'm like, I turn around, I'm like, "What printer are you using?" She's like, "A Flash Forge," and I'm like, "Cool, that's a good one."
I love it.
I think it kind of threw her off because she's not expecting the Pepsi guy to be into 3D printing.
You
But
know the stuff. So before we get into that, just one more thing. I personally have the Cherokee Open Kill Team tournament at the end of this month. So wish me luck. I plan on going 0-6. Is what I probably
Stone Cold Killer Brian going.
Yeah, Stone Cold Killer Brian's going. We actually got a game saved on TTS. We started playing yesterday, but I'm playing the Orc Rekka crew. So the idea for them is it's just violence and you don't really have to hide. It's just
So it's kind of like our D&D party.
yeah, it's pretty. They're killer hobo or murder hobos. So I'm excited about that. It's gonna be really fun. And I'm doing some things. I'm more hoping to perform well in the painting and the display contest with the units that I've got. So we'll see. So
I know you've been busy on that. There's been a lot.
I have got to break away from painting orcs to do something else just for a variety. But I'm having so much fun painting the orcs because they're silly and just goofy.
You can do whatever you
and
want
I
to.
saw a video last night that said where the rest of the Warhammer world is sad and everything else, the orcs are having a blast. They don't care. They don't worry about dying. They don't worry about nothing.
Well, they don't have to die if they don't want to.
Fighting is fun. Yeah, fighting is fun, and that's what they like. So anyway. So, all right. Tell us about the stuff. Tell us what you got going on.
Well, let's take a trip back in time.
A cautionary tale.
Well, it's fun having your kids be into the same stuff that you're into.
And you're fantastic at it.
Yeah.
You got them going.
They are high quality nerds. So, but doesn't anybody get any ideals? Because I do have my dad's against daughters dating shirts.
Of course you do.
So, yeah.
Wait, there's time.
Yeah.
Producer Abby's all but moved out of the house. So we actually switched rooms. That's why there's boxes and stuff out there so Brady could have the larger room. So it's coming.
Yeah, it's coming.
Carry on.
Anyways,
I just wanted to throw that sadness
so
at you real quick.
we've gotten into doing a lot of stuff together and watching a lot of stuff. And when they were little, I was trying to get them to watch like Batman the Animated Series, awesome. Justice League Unlimited, and that was where you had Wonder Woman and Hawk Girl were big favorites at the time.
Yes.
And y'all have cosplayed different characters. I know Isabel's done Hawk Girl. You've done Supergirl. And when we went to see the new Superman movie, when it came out, the girls and some of their the girls and a couple of their friends, they all dressed up and went to the movies, and they had a blast.
And it was horrible because we just made them in like one night, and it was this crappy quality.
But you had a blast though, and I bet you entertained a lot of people.
Yeah, they got a lot of compliments on their costumes, and everybody thought that was neat. And when the new Superman movie came out, how many times have you watched that movie, Kaylee?
I lost count. Let's just
Talking
say
to the
a
mic,
million.
baby.
Let's just say a million.
And it's probably not far off from that.
Right.
So I was like, well, because she'd asked if there was anything else, and I was like, well, there's been some stuff. I said, let's try Young Justice, because it's some new characters for you. And oh boy, howdy, they took to that. They took to that like fish to water. And so tell us a little bit about it, Kaylee. What kind of got you hooked on Young Justice?
For me, it just felt like the characters they wrote they're supposed to be my age, but they're superheroes, right? And a lot of them, it's just like, wow, they're superheroes. They can do anything. But these characters, like, they kind of are like how you would expect them to be. They're like real people that turn into superheroes, and it's just like they understand the real life stuff. I'm not making any sense.
Yeah, you are, because they're.
But like, I don't know.
Well, like I know your favorite character, Robin.
Oh gosh, no.
he does a lot of 13-year-old boy stuff where he's silly and goofy and making up words and just randomness. And that's something that you can relate to because you see that on a daily basis.
Making up random words.
Yeah, and what's funny is they've taken these random words that have been made up by this cartoon to school.
Nice.
And when the teachers are
affecting the school.
Yeah, what was it? You're trying to. These are the ones that are the kind of the most popular ones that Kaylee wrote down for me.
I wrote down the dictionary because he doesn't know what crash the mode means.
Yeah, because like crash, if it's crash,
yes,
it's like good.
Okay.
Okay, if it's mode,
it's bad.
It's bad.
Okay, all right.
If you crash the mode, that's when you've messed up the bad guy's plans.
Oh, okay.
So you've turned something bad
tracking.
good, so you crashed the mode.
I got it. I'm tracking.
Trot is calm because you
Yeah.
have people that get distraught,
Okay.
and so you got to get trot.
Get trot or get dead.
Yeah, because if you don't get it together, you could die. The Aster, this is one of my favorite ones. Is that if you're feeling the Aster, Chad, that means stuff's going good.
I just feel the arthritis.
Well, and it's better than a disaster. Okay. So you're feeling the Aster, so it's good.
I got you.
And what was that one? I can't remember.
Chalant.
Chalant.
Yeah. I don't know. Ask her about that one.
Oh,
No.
Chalant is the opposite of nonchalant.
Now that one makes sense, yeah.
But it's like very interesting. So
now, does any of this? This is all popping up on the animated stuff.
Yes.
Isn't there comics for them as well? Is it the same vernacular?
No, that I don't know because the writing staff, they really wanted to make like a kind of a lived-in world, didn't they? So they kind of came up with stuff like this that you thought was really cool.
Yeah, I think what they did, the comics was different, but it inspired the animated thing. I think. I don't know.
And it's kind of taking the sidekicks because you had Aqualad, who is Aquaman's sidekick.
Mm-hmm.
You had Speedy, who is Green Arrow's sidekick.
He is a jerk.
We'll get into that later. You had Kid Flash, which is Flash's, and then you had Robin,
Yeah.
which is Batman. So they formed a team, didn't they? And they went. What was it? They went on a mission, and they found Superboy, who was a clone of Superman.
Right.
And then they kind of like, hey, we're going to form a team. And
basically, the Justice League said, don't do anything stupid. And they're like, hey, look at this. Let's go do this.
Obviously.
Yeah.
And they did it, and they're like, okay, let's just keep doing this.
Are you sure that they're not like hillbillies? Because like the worst thing you can do is the hillbillies tell them not to do something. It's like,
hey, before you continue, Tim Rucker is in the chat.
Oh!
Tim Rucker is in the chat. Woo! Okay. All right, carry on.
Tim. He's
Our
Captain
man,
America.
Yeah.
At conventions.
Yeah, he's there. Anyway, carry on.
Hi, Tim.
So, anyways, they rescue Superboy, formed a team, and
Do your hello, Megans.
okay.
She won't do it.
But then Martian Manhunter's niece shows up, and they keep expanding the team. They're bringing in new characters, and
So it's young versions, but pretty
Basically,
much of all this.
And they're way cooler.
Well, of course.
Yeah.
But that's to get some younger viewers into the. Yeah, I like it though. That's cool.
And they've got their own little secret headquarters, and
Well, the bad guys we know they know about it, so they wouldn't think to look there.
because that was the Justice League's original headquarters, and they found
they
out
traded
about it,
them
and they
for a
said, well, they
toy
wouldn't go back there, right?
Yeah,
So that
so
was
the kids, the young
so they
ones
put the
went
kids there.
Oh,
They
that's
know
nice,
we
yeah.
know they know, so they wouldn't look there.
Yeah, good plan, Batman.
Yeah.
But it is neat because you've got you get that interaction between the adult characters and the younger versions, because like
The cooler versions.
the cooler versions, because like Superman really doesn't know how to handle the clone
He
of
hates
Superboy,
Right.
so he's like he's really standoffish with him.
That's cool.
And-
so the older characters are actually in it some.
Yes,
Okay,
they are
that's
in it
cool.
some, and
That gives a nice dynamic.
They really focus though on the kids,
Hmm.
and I think that's what you really liked about it, wasn't it? It
Yeah.
wasn't just
It's the relatable characters that are the main focus, and then you see how they look up to their mentors and how they handle things, and like just how they learn to be a team. It's really cool.
So does the animated series for you girls, does that encourage you to get into more of the comic stuff, the DC stuff, or you think you'll evolve from that into? I mean, you went and watched the Superman movie, and you liked that pretty well, so that's a good introduction for them.
Oh, she got the new Supergirl costume.
Oh, that's awesome. Of course, yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
so
And I'm gonna wear it when Supergirl comes out, and I'm gonna pin that wig to my head if I have to.
she's learning the joys of wigs.
Oh, okay, all right.
At least
Well,
I have hair.
so yeah, fair enough. And you'll keep yours.
Wow, it's a long ways home.
Yeah,
I hope you're ready to walk.
All right, so we got this board back here. What is the deal with the board back here?
It is my amazing board of theories that
Yes.
has mainly specifically about Wally and how he disappeared into the Speed Force, which doesn't exist. So
Well,
they're
explain the Wally situation.
Okay. I will
We're
try
kind
not
of
to
jumping ahead
cry.
here, but hang on. Let's set this up, Kaylee, okay?
Yeah.
So
Because season 1, they kind of formed the team, right? Mm-hmm. And then season 2 is 5 years later?
Yep.
And they're a little bit older.
old.
Robin has become Nightwing.
Oh,
He's kind of trying to move away from Batman a little bit. The team's doing their own stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then when does this happen? Is it season
2?
It's at the end of season
Yes.
2. Okay. All right, Chad. We're going to have to hit the spoiler alert button.
We will hit the spoiler alert button. Go ahead.
Okay, you have been warned. So spoilers ahead.
Okay,
The bad guys. They've got these bombs that are trying to
I can't remember because I only watched that one once because it made me cry.
legit. She cries. Yeah.
Season 3 was worse.
Well, that must be. I mean, that shows that it's a good show.
It
Yeah,
is actually a
if it
well-written
gets
show.
if it gets you like that,
Because as season 1 and season 2 progress, you'll have kind of the spotlight episodes where they kind of focus on one character, maybe two,
right?
and so there's a lot of character development. And you see them change, you see them grow, and then it comes down to
Watch him die.
you do because it gets to
Just like Transformers.
yeah. It still hurts.
Yes.
1986 was a rough year.
Yes.
But what was it? They're trying to stop the bombs, and they find out that there's one more that was in Antarctica.
Well, so basically, there's this weird thingy that's spiraling around, and it's gonna take over the world or something. And the only way they found to stop it is if they can get around it so fast that it slows down until it stops. And so Barry Allen, the Flash, the main Flash, the Justice League Flash, and then Bart Allen, who is Impulse from the future, are trying to stop it, right? Because they're the only ones who can at this point. And they realize they can't do it alone, so then Wally just zips out the door, and then he's slower than they are, so
He's trying to help
until he disintegrates.
because they were siphoning the energy off, but he was
awful.
Wally was kind of like an outlet, so he was taking the brunt of it,
Right.
and it kind of phased him out of existence.
And it's horrible.
And so it's kind of hey,
DC going all morbid like Marvel did
Yeah.
with the snap.
well, it's there's consequences to being a hero. It's just you may win, but what's the cost of winning?
See that I like.
They did not.
In a world. Well, no, in a world of everything's going to be okay always. It's not. It's nice to get a little bit of reality. So
we have a
Justice for Gotham.
yeah. Said everybody remember that her Wally theory is only a theory.
That's
But
true.
it's a
Ooh.
very good theory.
Yeah, and Mr. John Brooks, thank you, sir. He did bring those squad today. So let's go into the
Okay,
theory.
so
Okay.
we've set up that Wally has
vanished,
vanished, presumed dead.
but no body.
I
Gone.
know because he just
Disintegrated. Got it.
phased, gone. And Kaylee has come up with a theory on what has happened based on the other 2 seasons as well.
Yes. And actually some of season 3 because of Dick Grayson, because he's a jerk. And
Well, obviously,
yeah.
I mean, he is.
But he's so cool doing it.
Yeah, of course he is. Of course he is.
Okay, so lay it on us,
Hold on,
Kaylee.
I have to say this because my friend said she would watch this right now and she likes that character. Dick Grayson is an overrated jerk in your face. Okay.
Is that for Leia?
Yeah, she'll give me about it later.
And it is a shout out to her dad. He actually named his daughter Leia.
That's
And
cool,
that's one of her old
dude.
friends
Yeah.
that she goes to school with.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
anyways, your theory is
Yeah.
that Wally is still alive. Okay.
So I'm going to start by saying the creators they never flat out said he's dead, but they did never say he's alive either. So it could go either way. And I feel like
Nice.
they've left that up for the fans to kind of decide in their mind.
Yes.
And so they've also said that the Speed Force doesn't exist, which, from what I've looked at, is what usually happens in most of the storylines. If the certain events occur,
That's
that
where this Flash
did-
gets his speed, taps
Yeah.
into the Speed Force.
Right. Okay. All right.
So,
So
they're
that's-
saying that the Speed Force does not exist in
Yes.
the Young Justice universe.
Yeah, which is why most people think that he's just dead because there's no Speed Force for him.
That's
to
what
go
it's
to.
looking like in the chat. Everybody
All right.
Yeah.
saying lies and he's gone. So
Yeah, all right.
Well, okay. And so my theory though is that they have something that's the equivalent to the Speed Force. It just doesn't work the exact same way, or that's just not what it's called, or something.
okay.
So really, if that was out, the entire theory is though. So basically,
But working on the premise that there is a
yes.
quote unquote Speed Force
We need
or
to
their
name
version
it.
of
Somebody name it. Give it a name. Stabby Barf Pain.
Okay. All right. Stabby barf pain. That'll work.
Okay.
Sounds horrible.
I would hate to get trapped in the stabby barf pain. That would definitely just ruin my day. So anyways, so you think that he is trapped in the stabby
Stabby
barf
barf
pain?
Trapped in Stabby Barf Pain.
That is uncomfortable.
Oh man. But actually, I've read that, and I don't know how true this is. So if I'm wrong, somebody tell me here that if you get in the Speed Force, you can travel through time. Is that
They have used the Speed Force to travel.
Yeah.
in
There's been some
time.
Okay.
Flash stuff with that. Yeah.
Yeah.
okay? Well, that brings me to Bart too, from the future. Impulse.
Mm-hmm.
He came from a future where Blue Beetle ruled the world, right? And
Yeah.
he wanted to
The
come
Reach had
and
took
stop
over,
that.
and so he
Yes.
was coming back in time to stop it.
Okay, well, in theory, Wally went to that broken future to try to stop it or fix it or help it or something.
Right.
And
Is this where you get your balance? Like there
Yes.
had to be balance.
either because Bart was in his timeline, so he had to be in Bart's, or because he could choose where he wanted to go in the Speed Force, and
Okay.
he chose to try to help it.
So once he found out he was in this mysterious realm, he said, "Wait a minute, I'm traveling time, I'm phasing dimensions,
Yeah.
whatever it is. Maybe I can go help and set things right before it goes wrong."
Yes,
Which is
crash
what
the mode.
which is what Impulse was trying to do by coming to the past.
Yes. And also, that brings me to another piece of it. I think that it had been planned a little bit, maybe not way ahead, but I think he knew what he was doing because right before it all happened, he's like, man, they're so going to kill me for this. Well, how are we going to kill you for it if you're dead? And
I
know-
was arguing the point. I said that was just something he was saying. That's his
I know,
personality.
that's very Wally to say, but also I feel like there's a point where he's going to stop and be a little bit more serious about it. If he thinks he's actually dying, he's not going to joke about it.
I don't know. I mean, some people, that's how they handle situations like
Unless
that.
he's an orc, but he's not an orc.
He's not an orc. Wow. So anyways, but you were also saying earlier that because your favorite character, Nightwing,
Stay whelmed.
he has a tendency to have plans
He
that don't
lies
involve
straight to
everyone.
their face. He will lie to your face and manipulate you and trick you into think you're going crazy. Because, okay, I have points for that too. Remember when, spoiler alert again.
Yeah.
Big
Well, we've
spoiler
already
Yeah,
been
alert.
there,
we've let everybody know there's
We're
going to be
there.
spoilers for all
Yeah.
4 seasons.
When Aqualad betrays them, that's how it's supposed to look, right? Well, the rest of the team doesn't know that until he doesn't ever tell McGann and Connor either. He only tells, so he knows, Calder knows because, he's the one who has to keep up the act.
Mm-hmm.
And then Artemis when she has to die, and
Because they
Wally-
were trying to infiltrate the light.
Yes.
They're trying to fight the bad guys. So
Yes.
it's kind of the double agent thing.
Yes. And nobody else knows he's a double agent except for that group of people that have to keep up the act of
Well,
the
you got to
double
keep it.
agent.
You got to keep it secret
Yes.
though.
But he lied straight to his team's face, the one that he's growing up and leading. And
But he's a double agent.
I know, but we have to have a leader we can trust, don't we? If he's
She's talking about Nightwing.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
She's saying that Nightwing knew and didn't tell everybody.
he is a horrible leader. And also, when Artemis stages her own death, he let them all just mourn and think that it was true. And like, some leader.
So John Brooks and Justice for Gotham says Leah, so it may be your friend. So
Oh, no.
they
She's
both
mad.
they both agree that Nightwing rules.
Y'all are wrong. Y'all are wrong.
I like Nightwing myself, but I haven't watched that show. So
It's really good because you see him evolve.
He will lie to your face,
okay,
trick you, and cheat you, and use you, and
he was goody two shoes when he was Robin. He's changed.
He's
changed his tune.
he's got to accomplish the mission.
That's true.
he's got crappy leadership skills. Take that.
But so, anyways, we've established that Robin is your favorite character. She gives me the side eye.
No,
Maybe Damian Wayne.
he's not in that show.
No,
actually.
but
he's not in that one
No,
yet.
I don't think a kid show will qualify for Damian Wayne.
Well, I mean, they hit some adult stuff in this.
Anyway,
you know,
yeah.
and, which I think is one of the reasons it was popular.
Right. Well, everybody could enjoy it.
Yeah. So we've established that Nightwing is untrustworthy, but he has a plan. That was to get Calder into the light so that they could bring them down. And he needed help, so they sent Artemis. And you're thinking that when they knew about the bomb in Antarctica and their Flash and Impulse were
Yes.
trying to siphon the energy off of it, Wally knew that if he got in there that he would be able to travel time. Is that what you're saying?
Well, yes, but also that's where things start to get a little more complicated because time travel, yay, always makes sense.
They've been watching the
Totally.
Marvel stuff too, so they understand it can really mess with
It
things.
can possibly
I
never
hate
go wrong.
time travel.
It can never go wrong.
60% of the time it works.
You're freaking
every
out
time.
over nothing. What could go wrong?
Yeah.
Stages your death. Okay. That's where things get really complicated in my theory because I think no, don't touch the theory board.
No, it's not time
Leave
for
the
the theory
theory board alone.
It's not time for the theory board yet.
That's
Okay.
just there.
Okay.
That's just there. I don't know why I brought that. And
Well, I think we should show the theory
No.
board off because
No.
she's
No,
she
come
spent a
on,
lot of time
stop
on
it.
this because
it's
she has
double-sided too.
she's got all of her.
Well, we most definitely will take a photo of that and
Oh
post it.
gosh,
So
no,
But
please
it's
Holy
on the back
moly.
as well. So she's put some thought into this, guys.
it's either genius or the result of a mad woman. One or the other.
So you spent some time on this theory. So lay
Yes.
it on us.
Yes, I have. Okay, so back to the whole time travel thing. How you said you thought like if Wally knew he was going to travel through time, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, that brings me back to our wonderful leader, Nightwing. Yay! And, the theory board. Okay, so I think, and this is totally random here, but if there was a way the future sent a message to him and they need Wally to help them stop like the Reach invasion with the whole Blue Beetle thing.
Okay.
Is that making any sense?
Yeah.
Because
Keep going.
either they needed the extra help or maybe he's lost his powers in the future or maybe he's actually dead in the future. But that would suck, so we don't like to think about that one.
Right.
But, like, for some reason, they specifically needed him to help, so that's why Nightwing made the quick little plan, and they didn't tell anybody. Because if the rest of the team knew about it, they probably wouldn't have been like, sure, whatever, just go risk your life. Hope you don't die. Like, they wouldn't have went along with that.
So you're thinking that the story that the writers were setting up in season 2 is not over. That part.
Because also the plans they have for potential 5 or 6 seasons, like the later seasons they're planning to maybe make, of course they haven't said they're going to make them or they're not going to make them, but would focus on like the bad guys more, like the evil characters they wanted to develop. Well, that ties in actually because it's the whole Blue Beetle invasion, right? Well, you could watch either how Jaime Reyes, the current Blue Beetle, like turns bad, or maybe it's not even him in the future that turns bad either.
It's
maybe
a different person.
maybe Bart's actual mission was to keep the Scarab from falling into the wrong hands. If that makes any sense.
Yes.
Yeah.
standard comic alternate reality time travel.
Yeah, and there's always a swerve somewhere.
they-
There's always something.
So
Yeah.
you're saying that Impulse came back to stop
Yeah,
the Blue
he
Beetle,
said-
but it's the
he
wrong
said that
Blue
was my
Beetle.
reason. Well, that was my main reason. He has more reasons, maybe. I don't know.
I don't know. He comes from a pretty crappy timeline, so I can
Yeah.
understand wanting to get away from it.
Yeah, that's
you,
fair.
You,
but
you have convinced John. Him and his wife are gonna watch the show. He said he thinks he needs to watch the show they just did.
Please do.
Justice League
Everybody
and
out there
Justice
watch
League
it.
Unlimited. Yeah.
oh, it's so good.
just did
Please.
that.
It really is because it's in that vein of Batman the Animated Series, Batman Beyond, Justice League,
Right.
Justice League Unlimited, because it's been well thought out,
Right.
and like it's not just like a lot of our cartoons were like throwaway episodes. It was like one and done.
Yeah.
The story continues and something happens, and we may not come back to that story point
Yeah.
until like 5 or 6 episodes later.
Right.
And you're like, or the
even
next
stuff that
season.
They tie in, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, and
Yeah,
that
our
had been
stuff
5
wasn't
years and they're
always.
still tying it
Yeah,
in.
ours wasn't.
Well,
like
ours
that.
was.
I mean, other than
22-minute commercials.
Well, other than like the Weather Dominator episodes from
from G.I. Joe,
that's
where it
about the
was
only thing
5
tied together,
parters, yeah. But I think that's what you really like about it, though,
Yeah.
isn't it?
It's not just a little, we can solve our problems in this 22-minute episode. It's something that they're going to have to battle throughout the whole thing that actually gives it plot and makes it worth watching.
Nice.
Yeah. Until they killed Wally, because that was the stupidest
We
decision they made.
according to your theory, though, he's not dead.
Yeah.
I mean, I think he's cooked. I think he just
He's what? Is there a term for what's wrong?
It got moded.
he got moded.
there?
Yeah,
Okay. All right.
Yeah, but my theory, we're crashing the mode here.
she's wanting to crash the mode hard.
Yeah.
That
Crash
Wally
the
is
mode.
not dead.
Crash the
But
mode.
it's one of those things. The last 2 months, you all have been watching this, and watching and rewatching, and she's like been picking it apart.
So is the show over?
It
They
came out
haven't-
in what,
I
2010?
wrote it down for you.
Oh my goodness!
So it's
Season 1 came out in 2010,
Uh-huh.
and then the 4th season,
2021.
2021 was the last time that they had a season.
Okay.
There was 7 years in between season 2 and season 3, though.
Yeah, that
Season 3.
So Clone Wars was like that between the ending and the real end. Yeah.
Yes.
So it's one. of
But
those
there was 4 seasons of it. So you had 2010, 2012, 2019, and then 2021. And Kaylee's really lobbying hard that DC will bring this back. So
things. You got to send emails.
Okay, Superman movie, okay? The clone he battled at the end was
Ultraman, yeah.
Ultraman, right?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay, well, that's a clone. Superboy is also part Kryptonian clone, right?
he's also
Well-
part Lex Luthor.
Yeah, and that sucks. But so also in a different theory, like that could be the clone that they found in Cadmus, because later they discovered that there is one that is full Kryptonian DNA.
That was the one.
Superboy-
That was the one that they called
Yeah.
Match.
I forget. I don't know.
I think his
don't
name
care.
was Match. And
Yeah.
you're thinking that maybe that could be Ultraman in the
Yes.
Superman
And that's
movies.
how they plan to like tie in Connor, and they could bring in some more Young Justice stuff.
Oh.
Don't act surprised. I told you that last night.
This is how we do shows.
This is how we do shows. It's
Oh.
like, this is, I haven't heard this before.
We are
Information.
professional broadcasters. We know what we're doing.
We're highly trained unprofessionals here. But, I mean, it is a possibility, because James Gunn did say that he was basing a lot of...
And I told you
his-
that.
Yes,
You
you
didn't
did.
know that. I told you that.
Wow. Not only did I get smacked around by Chad, I got the kids doing it. Man, you're walking home.
Okay.
But no Subway for you today. I'm going to give you a 6-inch sandwiches so you can share
Megan
with
will
her.
fly me.
Yeah.
You'll fly me, won't you, Megan?
With
The
okay.
bioship. Taking the bioship.
But anyways, focus. James Gunn said that he was basing a lot of his new DC EU, whatever they're calling it now,
DCU.
off of like the Young Justice
And
that
Oh, okay.
Justice
in
League
Justice League
Unlimited.
Unlimited.
Well, I mean, they're introducing characters to that generation, and then they're going to.
Well, the cool thing
continue
about
with that.
like Justice League Unlimited, there was a lot of characters. It wasn't just like in Justice League they kind of focused on like the main 7. And Justice League Unlimited, there was all kinds of characters, and it's just like wow. And so for someone like you, not having read a lot of comics and not seen like all the shows that I've seen, this is your first introduction to these characters, and there's some of them that you really like, and there's some of them you don't care too much for.
Nightwing.
But I mean, like you really became a fan of Artemis. That is that safe to say that she's your favorite character in Young Justice?
Yes.
So much so that you're trying to work on a costume for her.
I'm trying, but I broke the sewing machine. But that's a story for another time.
Cosplay problems, folks.
Yes,
Cosplay
yes,
problems.
yes.
Um,
That's good. I mean,
but
that's
I mean,
cool-
it's interesting to see how it translates from one generation, because I watched it when it came out, and I enjoyed it, and then years later, you watched it and you enjoyed it, but there was different things that you liked about it than what I liked about it.
Right.
And that's what's fun. That's, I think, one of the things with comics and shows like that is that you can find characters that you like or that you relate to.
Will you do your hello, Megans?
Isabel.
She's also a big fan.
Any
though,
other
also,
time she
so.
won't shut up. It's hello, Megan. Hello, Megan. Hello, Megan. Hello, Megan. Hello, Megan. And now she won't.
Well, hey, that's pretty good. I did not know anything about that show, but it sounds like it's a pretty in-depth show.
You need to watch it.
I will have to do that for a animated series.
Although somebody is not a fan of, what is it, season 3?
Season 3 was awful.
Why is that?
Well, okay. They just kind of decided they needed new characters, and they did okay at that, but, like, it was all about the whole metagene thing, which is if you have the potential to get, like, superhuman powers.
It's kind of like being a mutant in the X-Men.
Oh, okay,
it was
okay.
Like
just
you have
kind
the
of
ability to
not
have
as
power.
much action. It was more like doctor surgery. You have metahuman powers. It's like, okay, whatever.
Okay. It wasn't exciting as the other ones, yeah. Okay, well, you know, I mean, sometimes
gotta build that
sometimes
mystery,
writers
yeah.
change the way they do things, you know.
But
so.
you know, it's one of those things. I had told her, I said, well, you know, maybe we can find out who created the show, like who was producing, show running, all that good stuff. I said, and you know, like you start writing emails and stuff, and she kind of thought I was kidding, and I'm being serious. If enough fan support happens, they'd be like, we need to go back to this. And then you might be able to find out what happened to Wally, if he actually went to the future like you suggest, or if he just breathe.
I will stay whelmed.
Stay
Well,
well.
but before
will
we
get
before we close out, I did want to send a to I don't know if he's watching or whatever, but and I meant to tell you that Rocco, David L. Rocco, sent a text to me when we had the 2 ice storms
Yes,
ago.
I got one
Did
from
he
him as
send you
well,
one
yes.
too? Okay, wanted to make sure that we were
Yeah,
checking
so-
on us and stuff, and we did him too because he lives up in Lexington. and
They got
had
hit a
some
little
pretty bad
worse than
weather,
what we
too.
did, but yeah.
Love that guy to death. Always wishing him well, and apparently he's doing pretty well. So,
Yeah,
So
I get-
David, if you're watching, we
Appreciate you, buddy.
love you, brother, and we're glad to have you as one of our friends. But hey, thank you very
The
much.
chat has been blowing up, Kaylee. You
Yes.
had a lot of people,
Yeah, talking, and thank you very much for the explanation and sideline comments over there from the,
from the peanut gallery over here with Isabel.
From
No,
Megan.
yeah. She was like, it's like, the twin telepathy thing.
Yeah,
She's throwing her
was like,
ideas and stuff back and forth.
Yeah,
so,
so but it's it's like I said, it's fun to see them getting into the stuff that I like, because I know we do a lot of stuff like Kaylee and I will, have lightsaber fights in the front yard, which is always fun. But I know reading the Hunger Games and then you being a fan of Artemis got you into archery,
Yeah.
and so
what is that you're reading over there? Is that a Twilight book? I thought so.
Sparkly vampires are stupid.
You
Ne-
take that from
Oh Lord, no fighting in here. There's no fighting in the studio.
I don't know. Chad's got all kinds of breakable
There's a
stuff
lot.
here.
That's
Let's see.
what I'm saying. Let's not do that.
Although he does have a couple of lightsabers, so we could take it out to the front yard.
That is true. That is true. We're not going to do that. So.
Pumpkin, I really appreciate you jumping on with us.
Thank you
Both
guys
y'all,
for
thanks.
having
Yeah,
me.
both y'all, thanks for coming and stuff like that. We'll get that one on the camera next time when she wants to do that. So, but yeah, that's a good show.
Stay well.
She jumped right there. But hey, seriously, next time we're gonna talk about the whole debacle that was
Get
the
bubble.
diamond stuff. Yeah. So we're looking forward to get some more of
Teenagers.
stuff like that. So thank you guys. Thank you all that came on the show and were interacting with us.
Like, share, and subscribe.
And the ton of you that were quiet but still watching or listening to the show. We really appreciate that. So till next time, for the girls, this is the old bald man Chad with Redneck West and his spawn.
Yeah.
It was fun.
Finish him!